Hello and welcome back to another episode. I did say that I probably wasn't going to do the other human engineer, but then I had an idea for a build. Most notably, I swapped the Talon for the Acolyte. The Acolyte being much lighter allows me to get to the 200% power recharge. Stronghold package for shields because I'm pretty fragile. Looking at powers actually, I've maxed out Incinerate and Overload, which is important for the combo detonations. This Overload final tier I didn't really want, but the combos deal damage based on the combined sum of their skills involved, so I want both of those maxed. I'm still going to be doing Fiery Bursts, but most notably I'm going to be adding Suicide Drones to the build, where I'll just be spamming drones at people all the time, letting them kill the drone and the drone explode. It'll also serve to distract things. I've picked power and weight bonuses from here as much as I need. The last tier just isn't important for this build. For training fitness, the shield recharge I was kind of torn about, but the other options weren't that great either. Although this might have been fun, I've never actually used this, but decisions were made. So let's see if we can get into a match real quick and see how that goes. Squad member offline is a wonderful thing to hear on the loading screen. Let's see what we're dealing with. Reapers. And I'm more surrounded than I thought I was. I suppose I have no one to blame for that but me. And he bled out. Yeah, I should have revived the dude, but I thought they were going to. And let's see about letting him kill the drone, see what happens. Alright, I think this might work out. It's gonna take a little getting used to, but every new idea does. And I think this one has a lot of potential. And they've got that under control. I didn't go over it in the beginning, but my power choices for the evolution and incinerate talents are basically the same as the other engineer. The only real notable difference being that I didn't take the incinerate burn, I took some extra cooldown reduction on it instead. It just seemed like it would be more useful given the fact that I'll be cycling my cooldowns all the time. No, back up. Back up. My health is a little lower than I'd like it to be. Also of note, I didn't realize it until I was setting up this build. I have all of the appearance customizations for this class. I think it's just the human female engineer, but I just clicked the first one on the list before, and so I didn't even realize I had all of them. Okay, so the extraction's actually on this side, so I'm going to get to a more useful location. And that's me just not paying attention. I have no one to blame for that but myself. it was a friendly I shot at. But that's fine. I'm unsure though whether the damage from the power applies before the detonation. It would stand to reason that it should, but that doesn't always mean that that's how things work. If the damage applies from the power applies before the damage from the detonation, then that makes me very good at stripping through all sorts of defenses. Shit. Go, go, combat drone. So one of the important things to keep in mind about the combat drone is that its cooldown is impressively short. Shit. Yeah, that was just gonna be a thing. I did not leave myself anywhere to go. That was the guy that was fighting the brute. What are you doing, drone? Told you to attack the brute. And there you can see the power of fiery explosions against armored targets. I just wreck brutes. When I hit them, at least. Alright. This is going a little bit better. I think some of the other people in here may have been in the same boat I was when they were playing a new type of build and just hadn't really figured it out yet. And the fact that I can hear enemies but I can't see them is off-putting. Went down over there. Yeah. I don't think I can get to him. Yeah. That's just not happening. That guy came though. So when a brute is charging at you, you generally want to go to his left. Or to your left. That'll have the best chance of putting you under his arms instead of in front of them. If you go to the right, you'll get caught by the sweeping part of his attack, which doesn't solve the main problem. Take out a bunch of those swarmers real quick. The bouncing overload is fantastic against swarmers. It only does a couple of points of damage, but that's enough to kill a swarmer. And it's frustrating. Oh shit. Not paying attention. Where am I getting shot from? Oh, damn. But you see the sweeping motion that he does? That's why you want to go to the left rather than to the right. And the Brute is down. Time to deliver some presents to this Ravager. Alright. Yeah, I think the drone might not be working out as well as I was hoping. If they pretty consistently focused the drone, then this build would be laughably effective. With as short as the drone's cooldown is, combined with the amount of damage it does on detonation, if I could actually spam the drone and have them kill it in the same time frame, then that'd be pretty unmanageable. But instead, the enemies aren't focusing the drone, which is alright, I guess. But it does suggest the drone might be better as a pure damage source rather than using it for the detonations. Yeah, bug. First aid, get myself back up. One of the problems with a lot of the vanguards is that they think they're tougher than they are, and so they tend to run forward, and that's what you're seeing with the one dude who keeps getting knocked down. He's using biotic charge to get close to the enemy and getting himself murdered for doing it. God, I wish I had that M7 Lancer though. I use that thing in almost exclusively in single player. It's such a great gun. It's got everything I want in a weapon. See, he detonated the fiery explosion. There we go. Just light that thing up real quick. I think the biotic explosions end up being better for killing armored things, even though fiery explosion is really good at it. But this is still working out pretty well. Oh, fuck. I did not notice that Brood or these husks. There are a lot of these husks. stuck on the wall. Stagger him. Explode him. Alright. I lived. Despite making some pretty colossal mistakes. Get myself just in a bad spot in a bad way. Oh. I didn't even see the projectile from her. Run, 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 run. Yeah, see, charging in on the monsters that can sink kill is not a great idea. Get rid of these husks. There, now I should be able to reliably hit the Ravager. Well, the detonation from the combat drone did take out some swarmers, so that's handy. It doesn't see anything over there. You can also kind of use the drone to scout, because it'll acquire any target that it can find, even if you can't necessarily see. Like right now, the hazard map was obstructing my vision, but the drone's vision cannot be obstructed. And so it's just kind of hanging out because it didn't find any enemies. I do wish there was an indicator on the UI though, to tell me the status of my drone. Oh shit. So I'm gonna... okay. Somebody else had the same idea I did. Alright, so that guy's going for the data siphons. He needs to be protected. That's 2 down. The brutes also throw their arm out in front of them like that. That dramatically reduces the damage they end up taking from bullets, because any shot that hits the arm does a little bit instead of quite a lot of damage. So if you're playing a gun-based build, that's an important thing to keep in mind. Alright, so the last one is way out there. Where's that coming from? Need to not be there, that's becoming a bad spot. The brutes also have a one last attack kind of effect on their death, where they will throw their arm out one last time as part of their death animation, and it can totally hit you. So be mindful of that. Alright, so someone's going over to get him. And we've got all the data siphons, so this one's going rather well. charge up the arc pistol. Shit. Well, I know where the last guy is now, so that's good. Or maybe he wasn't the last guy. Alright, so here's hoping the evac is over here, because I've said it more than a few times, this is my favorite. Nice. Evac is right here. Perfect. You can tell where the evac is by the squares that suddenly appeared on the screen. Alright, and the drone doesn't see anybody over there. Let's see for the Husker. Oh shit. Okay, someone introduced her to a missile. Alright, so that one went rather well. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed.